Right, she gon' pop it for the night. I ain't talking just, talking vodka with the Sprite. This right, my concoction's more precise. Yeah. Don't wanna dim the lights when I'm lit and when I'm bright. Till it's bright. Then we can dim the lights. Be my love free for the night. I don't know what you've been told. Need a bug, so then I'm a flow. Fell in love with the money we love. Don't wanna spend, watch us like we growing up. Different strokes for different folks.
You are listening to Smooth Sailing with AJ Sand, the show for Generation X on My Radio Chicago.
Tired of inches and fat you just can't get rid of? Create Life Oasis Body.
During these difficult times, we must not give in. Working together saves lives. So to help stop COVID-19, let's do the 5. 1, wash your hands often for at least 20 seconds. 2, elbow, cough into it. 3, face, don't touch it. 4, stay more than 6 feet apart. 5, feel sick, stay home and rest. From all of us at My Radio Chicago and the Support District Radio Network, be well and stay safe.
That's what I'm talking about. Yo. These guys. Welcome to AJ Sam, the show for Generation X here on My Radio Chicago. That's on the Support District Radio Network, where it is what, my guys?
More than radio.
Yes, sir. Tonight, Brother Pierre Dean, he's an author, y'all. The man has a lot to say about this book. This is an hour. It's coming out. Coming out. And we're going to talk to this brother about his book. Yes, tonight we are celebrating the heterosexual. There we go. We are celebrating the heterosexual man from now on. There's nothing wrong with it, right, Trey?
Nothing wrong with it.
Nothing wrong with celebrating the heterosexual man, right?
Well, what about Jimmy Butler?
Well,
hey,
see,
thoughts
and views. I'll say that a little bit later, y'all.
Yes, sir.
Later. All right, so you already know like what we like to do, or what after the weekend. We want to talk about how was everyone's weekend. But don't forget, y'all. Now tonight we're traditionally not on FB. You can catch us tonight on Roku and YouTube. Just go to my page, like and subscribe, and you can see us right now and every Monday night from 5 to 7.
Yes,
right here on My Radio Chicago. All right, now I'm gonna start off this week with the Speaker of the House, and I just found out that the Speaker of the House has more power than the Vice President. Did you know that, Dre Job?
Yeah, I kind of knew that. Yeah, didn't you have Constitution?
I just wanted to make it just to make known that he's kind of like your supervisor, if you will.
I swear.
You know what I'm saying? How was your weekend, man?
Dre, Jeff, don't worry about it, man. You all good. You can have that spot. I don't want it.
There you go. It's a lot of work being the VP,
yes, sir,
man.
Yes, sir.
How was your weekend, Mo Green?
Man, outside them raggedy Chicago Bears.
Oh my God!
But I still am a Chicago Bears fan for life.
Yes.
But man, outside of that, man, it was beautiful. It started off Friday. Shout out to our girl Natalie Manning and This Is Life.
Yes.
The movement that she has going on. I stopped by there Friday to support her. Friday she was giving free haircuts to the youth. She said she had 50 people to register. And shout out to the magnificent barbers that was there. I believe it was 4. And they was getting it in, man. Shout out to them. Like I said, if you go on my page, you can see the barbers that were there. I took a couple of pictures with her. And like you said, AJ, we got to go out and support each other, man. And like I said, she got a good turnout, and she has another event coming up, I believe, October the 29th. It may be one sooner, but go on my page later on tonight, and I will. It will be posted not tonight, tomorrow. Let's go out and support our sister. She is in need of, well, she is not in need of, but the less fortunate. Right. They are in need of coats, girls and boys, size, age, it doesn't matter. Let's just help our sister out. Shout out to my guys, Chantal and Brian Tarver. It was their birthday last week, so that's why I was Saturday night for the fight. It was a good fight, so shout out to my guys. Like I said, that's another group of guys, 30-year plus guys. Other than that, it was cool.
I saw those pictures, man.
Yeah, most definitely, man.
Looking group, man.
Yeah. Appreciate you, man. But other than that, it was cool, man. But like I said, I'm just ready to get back to it Monday to see these beautiful people, man. And let's do what we do. And like I said, get to our man, Mr. Pierre Dean.
Yes, in the house.
In the building.
Can't wait to talk to this brother. Hey, so how was your weekend?
Hold on, one more thing. I'm going to cut you off.
Yeah.
And this is for heterosexual men.
That's right.
And I must say, my man, yes, sir, will look nice, man. You know what I'm saying?
Thanks, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's what's happening. All right, Dre Jeff, how was your weekend, bro?
Man, I had
Yes, sir. Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. Come on, man.
beautiful weekend. I mean, if y'all follow me on Facebook, y'all know I had a beautiful weekend. Flew out Thursday, went down to North Carolina, went down there, man. They showed out, man. They 5-0, man. They 5-0. They number 13 in the NCAA Division II conference, and they moving up the ladder.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah.
Okay, now were they ranked when the season started?
They was ranked 16.
Okay.
So now they ranked 13. If anybody want to know, it's called the Lenore Ryan University Bears. Look them up or whatever. You can start following them and all that stuff. You know, they doing a job, man. You know, every time I go to North Carolina, man, I leave a little piece of me there all the time, man. So, you know, look out, man. That might be a retirement spot. You know, I'm telling you, it might be a retirement. But no, I had a beautiful weekend, flew back in. And, you know, it was something different about from driving to flying, you know, being there in an hour instead of 11 hours. Then I got to spend more time with my son and his beautiful girlfriend, Marlicia Walker. Shout out to you. We love you. You know, we had a great time. Got back yesterday morning. Got back early too. Yesterday morning, man. I was on, and the jet lag is real. Even for an hour. I guess I'm not the one that's flying all the time. That jet lag is real.
Right.
You know, I was sleeping on them old raggedy Chicago Bears, you know, whatever. But, you know, whatever. But no, I had a good weekend, man. Everything was all good. How about you, Mr. Prez?
I had a great weekend.
Yeah, you did.
Spent some time. You know, we played softball, man.
Yeah, I heard.
First of all, we didn't play. We just played some piggy.
Okay.
I had a good time out there running around. I'm not doing what I
watch
used
the
to
hip,
do
watch
back
the
in
hip,
the day.
watch
Yeah,
the
I had
hip.
to watch that hip. But yeah, man, it was a good weekend. I had a good time, man.
Sun and fun here. I heard y'all had some good weather here over the weekend. Man.
We did, man. We had some great
Can't
weather,
you tell
man.
me about the shirt he has?
Yeah, see. It's always coming.
He
Y'all.
has lime,
The way I dress
cream,
intrigues these guys.
peach,
So they like talking
Rainbow.
about
It's real Miami-ish right now.
Yes, sir.
Right.
Yes, sir.
Rainbow
Yes, sir.
bright, this
Got
shit, if
it.
you ask me.
Right.
Fake ass Michael.
Somebody said, what you said? Was that you, Mo Gray?
What's that?
What, Dan Tanner?
Yes, sir.
I call my shirt Miami Vice.
No,
You a hater, man.
No. It was Dance Fever.
Oh, yeah.
Dance Fever. Yeah, Danny Terrio.
Danny Terrio. There you go.
Danny Terrio.
I know. That's... But enough about me, Miss. But I guess tonight, Miss Pierre Dean is in the building.
What's going on?
Man, you know, how was your weekend, man?
Hey man, my weekend was beautiful.
Yeah.
Man. You know, I'm always surrounding myself with positivity. It was a busy weekend. You know, still celebrating my birthday. My birthday was on the 24th, so I celebrated all last weekend and this weekend.
Okay, that's what's up.
And just enjoyed myself, man. I made some errands. You know, real well done and more major important errands to be made for the book.
Okay,
Of course, my fun is work, and my work is fun.
There you go.
You know, so I had a great weekend, man. It was beautiful, and the weather made it even better.
Oh, man. I heard
Everybody
it.
was outside, bro.
Yes, sir.
Man. All right, y'all. So sit back and relax and get ready for 2 hours of smooth sailing with AJ Sam, the show for Generation X, right here on my radio Chicago. That's on the Support District Radio Network, where it is what's
More than radio.
How this goes.
He listened to the
I
show.
don't
every week?
care. You got to tell him, man. You got to tell him. This
When he
is
say
your
1,
job.
2, 3 more than radio, okay?
I might say.
I just said it right now.
He just said it. He already.
Oh,
he
he
might say,
own already.
yeah. He owned it. See, that's what I keep saying.
on
I'm
already,
on my
man.
job, man.
Just want to make sure, man.
Be quick on your feet.
Okay. All right.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right. So we'll be right back, y'all. Sit back. We good, y'all. Let's do it.
Yes, sir.
Peace.
If you can hear the sound of my voice, then so can your customers. My Radio Chicago on the Support District Radio Network reaches over 250,000 listeners daily. You can advertise your business or next event on our platform. We understand these are trying times. We have affordable packages to fit your budget. My Radio Chicago is all about community. We support our local businesses 100%. For more information, give us a call at 630-465-0229. That's 630-465-0229. Or send us an email at sdrchicago@gmail.com. That's sdrchicago@gmail.com. My Radio Chicago on the Support District Radio Network. And guess what? It's more than radio.
Have you ever been hurt in a car accident? Have you ever lost wages from work? Well, contact Afro Allen, guaranteed to squeeze every penny out of an insurance company. It's time to get paid for your pain and suffering. This Pro Law Group have recovered over $1 billion in claims. Contact Afro Allen at 312-757-9732, or you can contact them by email, afroallen.filthy@gmail.com. This message has been approved by Born Rich.
Yo, it's your boy Shot Blizz, Crown Holder, and listen, I got a fashion tip for you. Totally You Boutique got all the fashion you need. Some sexy and sassy clothes and purses for women. They also carry all the name brand items. Anything you can name, Totally You Boutique can get. Not to mention they got kids' clothes, shoes, or whatever you can think of. Make sure you shop Totally You Boutique, and you can also follow Totally You Boutique on Facebook at Monica Black and on Instagram at Mrs.Get 'em_36. Shop now, follow now, be Totally You with Totally You Boutique. You
Where
feel
can
me?
you get great food, gourmet dishes, fresh salad, hot pasta, and mouth-watering desserts? Sizzling Skillets. Don't forget to try the tasty ginger chicken stir fry, or dig into the Caesar salad with blackened tilapia, the jerk turkey burger, or the tantalizing vegetable chicken wrap. There's something for everyone on our menu. Visit Sizzling Skillets at 8635 South Cottage Grove. Chef Lamont and his crew will whip up an entree to satisfy your taste buds. Phone ahead to place your order. 773-651-2433. Sizzling Skillets. Great food prepared perfectly.
You are listening to Smooth Sailing with AJ Sand, the show for Generation X on My Radio Chicago.
Yeah. Hurt and frustration, the biggest cons in the game. Fighting temptation, thought I was going insane. With or without you, at the time I couldn't choose, no. You made a declaration, all that's on me, I can't lose, no. Must have been crazy, tired searching, always trying, never getting good love. And all the times I satisfied, all the times I sacrificed. Presto, change, oh, what a relief it is. Believing is nothing, finally having to my best. Getting back to me, it happened finally. Said I'm back to be my old friend. You are what I've got. I learned what's holding me. I didn't run out. I'm back on track. Said I'm back. I've got a new move. Girl, free, let it get off of my shoulder. Promise I won't let this one slip. So now I'm taking it all in. My blossoms are blooming. I feel like diamond. Now I'm shining. Better than I was when we were friends. Look who I was when we first began. Better than I was. Baby, don't you see this glow? Living proof, you know. I'm back again. To be my old friend. I've been what's holding me. Now I'm back on track. I'm back. Hey. Now I'm back again. I'm back again. My love to be. Let you be my own. I'm holding on. I'm holding on. I've been what? Now I'm back. I'm back. Stand aside and let me get it. Now I'm back. Baby.
I was gonna say,
Are we back live?
we back live now. We back live. I was gonna say we had a nice little off-air discussion or whatever, and we're talking about the OnlyFans page, and we said we can't take people seriously on there. If you got
OnlyFans?
yeah,
No.
can't take them seriously. Maybe we should talk about that as heterosexual men.
Yeah, if you're on OnlyFans, I can't take you seriously.
Why not?
I can't knowingly be one of many.
Well, you know what? Hold on. Well, let's ask Mr. Davis.
I can't
because he's
knowingly.
He is an author of a book, so I would think he would be well-rounded. So let's ask your opinion on that.
My opinion is the same. I can't
knowingly be one of many.
Right. I can't knowingly. I like that. Knowingly be one of many. Yeah. And to take it a step further, I look at it like, if you mind, a lot of people like to try to separate it as, oh, we're together, but we're not married, or I'm single till I'm married. Right. No, if we're committed, and it's a monogamous relationship, I can't hold you to that status because you're supposed to be precious in my eyes. No one's supposed to see what I'm seeing behind closed doors.
That's right.
For sure.
That's right. You know what I mean? So I can't put you on that pedestal if everybody else have access to it.
So not only access, so what's your opinion on this, Mr. Dean? Women who post just every day on social media showing their bodies, showing what they got. And I know we all know what they're looking for. They're looking for a man. Like I said last week, if you do that every week and every day, you're not probably won't get a relationship. It looks good. We may want to, smash, but you might not get a relationship. Not on long term. What you think about that?
I mean, same thing. I think the problem is with social media is creating an atmosphere and a mindset that, oh, it's just social media. Like,
it's not
just social media because
it's taking it too far.
Yeah,
this is something that everyone has access to. And even though when you delete it, it's still on their servers or whatever. They can, when you start reading these privacy statements and things like that, they can do whatever they want to do with this material once you post it. But at the end of the day, it's really you're going to get what you give. Exactly. And if you're giving off that, oh, you can see me, this is my body. And I'm not saying you shouldn't be proud of your body, but there's a time and a place. And then how it always been said, it's not what you do, it's how you do it.
Exactly. There you go. Brother Pierre Dean, he's an author. He has a book coming out. Why don't you tell us, first of all, where you from, who you are, where you grew up, things like that.
Well, I mean, born and raised west side of Chicago. West side.
Man, I'm gone. No, I'm just playing.
Can't be like that.
No, I'm just playing.
Pierre Dean has room for everybody. Everybody goes home. I got mad love for the west side.
Yes.
We just mess around.
I got born and raised, man. West side.
What part?
Oh man, Chicago Avenue, Cicero.
Oh,
That's right.
CI,
Yes, sir.
baby.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Uncle Remus.
Oh man,
Oh, my bad.
that's the favorite, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes,
Hey man,
sir.
you know that's how you can tell
say,
where someone from, you know.
Yeah.
Because
No,
if
real
if
talk.
they say their favorite chicken is Harold's, you know they're South Side.
Mhm.
Uncle Remus, you're West Side.
Yeah, yes, sir. That's
Yeah,
something.
great way to put it.
Yeah.
No, real
That's
talk.
right.
Yeah.
All right, so you're born and raised on the west side of Chicago, over there on CI, since we're on, you know what I'm saying? And you are, what inspired you to write this book and why? What was it? What was the motivation? What's the name? Can you tell us the name? What is that?
So the name of the book is called The 3F Theory.
Okay.
You know,
Okay.
unlocking all aspects of success. Basically, it's just one of them things, man, that I had to sit back and looked at my life and things that I've went through, things that you know, trials and tribulations that I've gone through and have came out on a positive note. And just from networking and talking to, you know, young individuals, older individuals, when I'm, you know, doing things for like nonprofit or organizations, or just out speaking at events, a lot of the times, men and women, you know, we have this situations arise in our lives to where we seem like, oh man, we can't make it through, or this is the end all be all, or how am I going to move forward in life because of XYZ.
Right.
And then what happens from that is we have this mindset of we have to do what this other person is doing. We have a false imagery, the false imagery of what success is based upon someone else's success or what their claim to be success.
Or what they put in front of us.
Right. How it's presented.
Exactly.
You know, it's all about perception. So the biggest thing is I wanted people to understand that it's all a mindset shift. You know, success is your own definition of it. And I tell people all the time, you know, depending on where you are in life, it's going to determine your success. Who you are as a person is going to determine your success or your definitions of success. And someone could want to be the district manager at McDonald's, and that's their success.
Yeah.
They don't want to do nothing else.
Right.
It pays enough. It takes care of all their bills.
Right.
And then, you know, they have people looking up to them. That's their success.
True.
Somebody 2 feet away from them, their success could be, I want $2 million.
Yeah.
You know, everyone has their
Different
own
levels.
definition.
That's right.
But no matter whatever your definition is, no matter what it is in life that you're trying to succeed in, it's going to take that mindset shift, which is going to be the 3 F's. Frequent action, faith, and focus. And you can't do nothing without being consistent and persistent. And within those actions of being consistent and persistent, you got to have faith while you're doing it. You know, they say faith without works is dead.
Right. Exactly.
You can have faith all day, but if you're not putting forth the effort or putting the left foot in front of the right foot, then what does it mean?
Right. Nothing. Okay.
And then you have to be focused, because if you have too many distractions, all of those things, the 2 F's going to be gone immediately because you're not focused. You don't have that tunnel vision on that.
Right. So the name of the book is called the 3F Theory.
3F Theory.
Okay. And focused,
Frequent action,
and what else?
faith, and focus. Those are 3
Frequent
F's.
action, faith, and focus. All right. Now let me go back, because you're born and raised on the west side. You know, how was your life as a kid? You know, growing up over there.
Man, my life as a kid was kind of crazy, because I like to say I'm in the middle of everything.
Okay.
You know, I grew up since I was I think my mom said 2-3 months old, had severe asthma. So I couldn't do things that other kids did. And even if I could, my mom wouldn't let me. So in fear, you know, I'm the only child. So, you know, she don't want to lose the only kid. So
That's right.
Growing up with asthma, tons of family. You know, I'm the oldest out of 20, I want to say 23, 24 grandkids. So I'm kind of like the one that everybody looks at and the one that sets the tone. So it's always been that way. But yeah, I've had my fair share of things that I shouldn't see, things that I shouldn't do. You know, I've ran from bullets. I've done all of that. Been in the middle of, you know, gunfire and drive-bys. I've also been on the opposite end and helped people and learned how to, you know, be there for others, you know, great friendships and things of that nature. So, you know, I love Chicago and where I come from, because it molds you. If you know how to use your atmosphere and your surroundings, it will help you to become something great.
That's right.
Yeah, because you know, I've known Pierre for a while now, and I met him. This is my line brother. This is my cable.
Yes,
what
sir.
people need, don't need to be explained. So when I met,
wear it every week.
this
is the
okay.
first week.
Right.
No, it's just damn right. It's okay.
Oh,
there. I was gonna say somewhere on your body you're gonna have that light shine.
Okay, right. So when I met him, he was already a non-for-profit worker, because when we have to study, he'll be driving and we'll have our Zoom meetings or whatever while he's driving back. He's done a lot. He's a car salesman. Has his own cleaning business.
I mean, let him. This is his show, Treasure.
I'm just saying. I'm just
proving over the man's show. I'm just saying. It's his show.
But he's vice president, Praise. He learned from the best.
Nah.
So you calling me Pence, huh?
Oh, yeah.
No, what I'm just explaining, with all the stuff that you have done and whatever, what really inspired you to just write this book? Because I know it's not for the money, but it's just, what inspired you to write to write this your feelings and stuff like that?
Like I said, just looking at my life, things that I've been through and overcame, and understanding that other people might need that guidance.
Okay, good stuff.
I've transitioned into a point in my life to where I'm super private about certain things, but then speaking to close friends and other individuals that have taken this journey that I'm on now, they're like, hey man, you gotta start telling your story and putting it out there of exactly how you've got to where you are. So I've been through homelessness, I've been through all of that. You know what I mean? Picked up, left, and moved away. 2010, I moved to Cali. Was out there for 10 years. That's second home now. I just moved back in 2020. So, I've done a lot and seen a lot. And with all of these experiences, and I'm still growing and learning, I want to be able to be a helping hand in any way possible for those who could be following behind me and dealing with some of those same things. Because with not only me being the only child, but I'm kind of a loner too. So I've internalized a lot of things and went through a lot of things by myself, even though I didn't have to.
Right.
But that's just, the nature of how I was, how I grew up. It's just, and then one of them things about just being a man, we hold stuff in and we don't put it out there. So,
true.
I'm gonna figure it out, put the head down, feet to the pavement, and push forward.
That's cool. So what words of wisdom could you give to the younger people that feel hopeless right now? What words of wisdom could you give them?
The first thing I would do is understand that, it's a higher power that's in control of everything. So when you feel like that your hands cannot do something, or you feel like you don't have the answer, I would say that that's the time you shouldn't have an answer. That's the time where you should just do what you're doing and have that faith, and then have that focus behind it. Because when you don't have an answer and you're trying to force an answer, that's when you make the wrong decision and have the wrong answer.
Yes,
and then it
sir.
derails everything. So you kind of have to fall back, when it's adversity, that's your chance and your time to actually prevail. Because the adversity is not going to kill you. It's going to make you stronger if you know how to mold and bend around it. You have to learn how to accept it.
So let's talk about the first phase of the 3F theory. What's the first phase?
Frequent action.
So frequent action. Now, can you give us a little bit more detail about what you mean when you say frequent action?
So I can say with frequent action, it's about not only a confidence, but it's also about a persistence. I've been in a position before years ago of having an idea, putting it on paper, starting, and then don't finish. And then you fall years down the line. Now somebody else has done it. I didn't put it in the atmosphere, in the universe, and now somebody done done it. It's like, man, if only I could have just kept going. And the other thing to that is we never know when that breakthrough is coming. We could be working on one thing, and then give up when that opportunity was literally probably the next day or the next 15 minutes. You just never know what's going to happen. So you always have to be focused on, not focused, but have that frequent action. keep working at it. Even when it seemed like it's not working, or it's failing, or it's just not what you want, just keep going. Because sometimes the most beautiful things and the most success come from the wrong. You might have had, if you're an architect, then you might have wanted something 200 feet. You done made it 220 feet. But now the customer love it. Right. It might not have worked at 200 feet, but that mistake, and you just kept pushing through it instead of giving up, put you in a different perspective of success, and you just deliver something even greater.
So frequent action. That's that
frequent
first,
action.
That's the first phase. I hope y'all listening to this.
You gonna get, you know what?
No,
Real
seriously.
talk. But I was going to pick. Go ahead.
Straight up, I want the ladies to listen to this because, and I'm only chuckling because I'm always seasoned, but I love y'all to death. So just listen to what men have to say. Heterosexual men. This is why I'm so deaf on that. Go ahead, Mo Green. You should add to that.
Yeah, I was just about to say to piggyback off what you said, then to go into the second one. I believe
We're gonna wait to
the second.
After
Okay,
commercial.
Go to second. Okay, it was just what you were saying about listening to what he's saying. Well, like I said, for the first time I met this young man, which about 2-3 weeks ago, about 3 weeks ago.
About 3 weeks ago.
His energy, I felt he had to have him come back on.
Yeah.
So, like I said, with that being said,
he blended right in with us.
Yeah,
He been trying to get on the show for a minute.
For real?
Yes, he has.
Is that your fault?
I ain't gonna say it's my fault, but life get in the way.
It does.
It gets in the way. He busy. I've been busy.
For sure.
And when the time meshes up, it just meshes right.
Yeah.
And then once and he know it's not purposely. I'm big. When I get it on track and get it going, I'm gonna pull him in.
Case in point, frequent action.
Frequent action. And we always talk. Me and him are always, out of everybody, a lot of people. We and him, we got a connection now that no one can break.
That's
no one.
Will you finish with your?
Yeah. No, I'm good. Yeah, that was
Yeah.
good. Like I said, because the next one is faith. Because what you.
Yeah, we're gonna wait because can you expound more when we come back on frequent action?
Oh yeah, definitely.
That's what's up. Of course you can. It's your book, man.
It's right. It's your book.
what I'm saying?
Right. You know what I'm
All right.
saying? But I want that autographed copy. So when you get out there, I can.
Yeah.
Y'all want this one? It's mine.
All right. So Monopoly players. See.
You know what, Miss Ellie, you just robbed me of
I'm tired of y'all.
3.2 million right now. So I'll get you back. Oh, I want to give a shout out.
Y'all please bake the cake. Put the things together. If I choose you to play, y'all, I'm trying to get some dice.
You bake you still baking cakes?
No, what's the thing they doing now?
I think of painting a picture or something.
Something like that, yeah. I need y'all to just do it. You know what I'm saying?
And a shout out to Zanita Mitchell. She called me while we was on the way or whatever, and I told her she been listening to the show. She been
Zanita, that's my girl.
So shout out to you. I was gonna say what's up. Shout out to you or whatever. Thanks for listening for tonight.
All right, so listen, we still gonna continue this dope conversation with our author Pierre Dean. You know what I'm saying? And ladies, I'm getting the text. That's not what this is about. I'm not asking him that. Is he single? I'm not asking that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not asking him, is he single, ladies? I mean, I'm just saying, you probably find out. All right, y'all. Unos, dos, tres.
It's more than radio.
We'll be right back, y'all.
Hey man, stop putting the women business in this.
Roughly 34 million adults in America don't have their high school diplomas. Earning your high school diploma is more important than you may realize. Without it, you'll be stuck in a dead-end job with no chance of a raise or promotion. You can't further your education or stay employed. Here's the solution. No Adults Left Behind. NALB High School offers support services to enhance the community at large. You can earn your high school diploma. NALB is a registered non-public high school, District 299, and services students in
in Illinois, Indiana, and Minnesota. NALB graduates about 150 students a year. Located in Chicago's Inglewood community, the wonderful staff will be happy to help you. For more information, call 773-982-7204. That's 773-982-7204. Or visit noadultsleftbehind.org. No Adults Left Behind. We're changing your lives for the better.
Hey, I gotta eat before we hit the studio.
All right, I got the perfect place. Trust me.
Okay, but look, I know you get excited about eating chicken with no sauce.
Hey, Liv, we in here.
You know I want the filet. What can I get for you today, sir?
Hold up, lady. Wait a minute. I ain't come to talk. I know y'all got some good chicken that don't need no sauce. 8-piece fried hard, don't want my chicken sauce. Shrimp and fish getting too out on the tide.
Chicago's Chicken Shack has taken its 3 signature seasonings to Inglewood with its new location at 1158 West 63rd. That's 63rd and Racine. Now you can try personal dinners of delicious chicken, fish, or shrimp, or you can get a bucket. Perfect for tailgating, game nights. And check this out. All first responders, call Cal at 773-912-6448 and order the number 12. And make sure you tell them Stoney sent you.
Gone wild.
Yo, it's your boy Shot Blizz, Crown Holder, and listen, I got a fashion tip for you. Totally You Boutique got all the fashion you need. Some sexy and sassy clothes and purses for women. They also carry all the name brand items. Anything you can name, Totally You Boutique can get. Not to mention they got kids' clothes, shoes, or whatever you can think of. Make sure you shop Totally You Boutique, and you can also follow Totally You Boutique on Facebook at Monica Black and on Instagram at Mrs.Get''em_36. Shop now, follow now, be totally you with Totally You Boutique. You feel me?
If you are an independent artist looking for airplay, commercials, or promo, go to supportdistrictradio.com/MyRadioChicago and submit your music. We will add your music to DJ pools, as well as share your content with partnering stations and affiliate FM networks. Your spins count. My Radio Chicago is a licensed BDS radio station on the Support District Radio Network. BDS is a service that tracks monitored radio, television, and internet airplay of songs based on the number of spins and detection. Your spins count. Send your music to www.supportdistrictradio.com/MyRadioChicago. That's www.supportdistrictradio.com/MyRadioChicago. My Radio Chicago on the Support District Radio Network. It's more than radio.
Hey, we're the station too big for frequency. My Radio Chicago, a Support District Radio Network station.
Out in the vastness on a distant shore, waves beat on drums like men beat on horse. To be free of material oppression, that those that choose and deny their confessions. The lion's den is almost bare, too full of peace, gasping for air. Traveling shallow for more tomorrows, alluring mixtures drown out sorrow. They won't rain down the sun, not the heat of the They won't rain down the sun. They won't rain down the sun, not the heat of the They want to rain up the sun. Hands thinking is counting souls of all that they cheat. Our tongues on a double sword, with flying slow to the dawn. Days with choose love. Peaceful thoughts and traveling above. Traffic shallow, more tomorrows. Alluring mixtures drown out sorrow. Ain't no sun, not the heat of the sun. They want rain of sun. They want rain of sun. Not the heat of the sun. They want to rain of sun. They want the
Incense and
That's my Miss Tiabe. Hands out the hub with her beautiful voice, Miss Tiabe. You know, she do some shows out here in the south suburb, man.
That's right.
You know, and on today, we're gonna have to go check out.
Yeah, we gotta check out. I've been there to one of her shows.
Well, me and you went together last year.
So it's Marilla's turn.
Yeah. I'm talking about it's more closer than where it was.
Oh, it is.
Oh yeah.
Right.
And you know they not paying us, so I'm not gonna say their name, but they on 159th Street.
Right.
So you know
for marketing and advertising.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome back to Smooth Sailing with AJ Sand, the show for Generation X on My Radio Chicago.
Where's more than radio?
Yeah, and that's on the Support District Radio Network.
Yes, sir.
You understand? Our special guest, author Pierre Dean, is in the building, talking about his up and coming book.
Yes.
And you know, it's refreshing to talk to heterosexual men. It just really is.
It is.
I've been getting a lot of good feedback about that. I saw your little show about heterosexual men. It's always little, but I don't take it personal because it's just how people say, you know.
Right. Whatever.
You know, it's all good.
Whatever.
I had a conversation about that word, but it will that's for another show.
No, we should have had that conversation on that word proboscis when I looked it up, boy.
Man,
you a fool. You a fool.
Proboscis, yes. If you don't know what that is, check
Look
out
it
a couple
up.
of shows back. There's some good demonstrations about the sexual move. That went over really well. Pierre, we had a show. We had like a 2 or 3 week run of doing was he on one of them?
The last one.
Yeah, the last one. That was
Where
the last
we did
sexual
positions. That was fun to do.
Boy,
that was very fun.
Yeah, it was.
All right, so now we're talking about my man's book. Pierre Dean is in the building. Our special guest tonight on Smooth Sailing SWAS. You know how it goes. Now, the first phase of this book is, what is it again, brother?
Frequent action.
Frequent action. Now, before the break, you expounded on that. Could you get a little bit deeper about frequent action?
So
now, this is in terms of just life itself, not necessarily relationships and all that, just life
itself
from what you own.
Frequent action, it's everything.
Okay.
And that's one of the most beautiful things about the 3F theory that, in the book, I break down 3F theory working in different aspects of your life.
Right.
And that's why, the subtitle is Unlocking Success in all aspects of your life, from relationships, just your personal life, job, your career, entrepreneurship, like everything is embodied by those 3 F's. You can't go wrong with it.
All right.
With whatever
So
you do.
frequent action. Now, over the break, we had some conversation. and you explain, because you and Mo Green had a conversation, and you was going to expound more on that. So what's that second or that frequent action A?
So
and then B. You know what I'm saying?
So, frequent action A is, well, actually A and B is just all about putting forth effort. It's about effort. You know how they say, A for effort. Right. But effort is real important, because even when you have, like, if you're part of a team, you have children or whatever, if you see a lack of effort, you have to question how bad do they really want it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's with anything. That's with anything in life. So we have to also be cognitive about how God views it. That's why they say faith without works is dead.
That's right.
You can sit there and pray all you want to, but what are you going to do? I see that you have the faith, but what are you still? I want to see your actions.
That's right. Ice Cube said, "Well, if you're waiting on God, I'll take these car keys and watch." He said, "That's okay. Jesus, give me another." Just keep sitting there waiting.
Exactly.
Right, and that goes into the second F, right? Which
that goes into the second F, because
action. Oh, he said A and B.
Right, A and B, because it just a conversation that we had off air, with Mo. He was asking me about, the time that I was homeless back when I was in California.
Yeah.
And I was explaining somehow that's a perfect segue from the frequent action going into faith, because during that time I was actually married, so it wasn't just only me. I had a conversion van, raised top with the TV in it or whatever.
Wow.
So it was me, my wife at the time, and then the children. So as a man, you got to understand, like, I'm looking at this situation at night while they sleep, like, bruh.
Mm-hmm.
How did we get here?
Right.
But the most important thing outside of that is that I just had frequent action. So we had totes. Me and her had a tote for our clothes, and then we had a tote for their clothes. Every morning, it was actually in Long Beach. This is why I fell in love with Long Beach.
Right.
I think it was the street name was like Zemino and Bloomington, something like that, but it was like a strip mall, and it was a laundromat. So I would park close to the laundromat. We had a Magic Jack, so I would used to have the laptop open, plug the Magic Jack in, so that way we can make and receive phone calls. And then at the same time, like I said, I had the tote in the back with our clothes in it. I had a pair of slacks and a button up and tons of resumes. And all I did was walk up and down the street, filling out applications, putting in, turning my resume in. And it's crazy because that frequent action kept me focused on the greater purpose. Like, I can't let it get me, because first of all, I got people watching that I'm responsible for.
Mm-hmm.
So if they see me break, then they're going to break. But then also that frequent action gave me favor, because a job that I had applied to like 2 months before we was even homeless called me. Can you come in for an interview?
Wow. Okay.
And that job was an hour away. So I had to get there, figure out gas and all of that, got there, got the job on the spot.
Okay, that's what's up.
Nice.
But it's one of them things that, like I said, you just have to stay with it, man. You can't let life and the things of life beat you down.
That's
you gotta
right.
have the frequent action and then that faith.
Good stuff. Good stuff. All right. So now, since Dre Jeff trying to rush somebody,
I ain't rushing nothing. I'm just getting prepared.
Keeping us on
I'm keeping us on track.
I like that, man.
Go ahead, Trump. Ask your question, man.
He said, "Ask your question."
Go ahead, Trump.
ahead, Trump.
So how long did it take you to? Actually, you're still in the process. You have to almost have to finish the touches toward the end of the book.
Oh yeah, it's done. The cover is done.
Okay.
I'm just waiting on everything to finish as far as like getting it ready to publish.
Mm-hmm.
That should be a few more days before it's done. But
Oh wow, okay, that's what's up.
That's what's happening.
Where will we be able to find your book?
Amazon.
Yeah.
Amazon.
Amazon.com. It's
Period.
going to be on my own personal website, pierredean.com, and then the book itself will have its own website,
Nice.
3ftheory.com.
So what are you doing nowadays, Pierre?
Just getting ready for the promotion of the book, marketing. Outside of that, I have a few more ventures that's going to come from this book, which is going to be the 3F conference that I'm preparing for next year. It's going to be a huge a huge event to where I'm bringing in some people that can talk about how the 3Fs help them in their lives.
Nice.
And it seemed like your book would help everyone. We got a couple of listeners out here that's asking me to ask the question, because the first question I asked you was from my listener. The second one he wanted to know is what advice would you give the young men to stay away from the trouble in the street?
Oh, to stay away from the trouble.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man,
because the streets are pulling them.
I would say just understand that you have more to live for.
Yeah.
That's the first thing.
Yeah.
Because if you don't understand that you have more to live for, then you don't understand your value.
Exactly.
And then if you don't understand your value, you don't understand how valuable you are to the ones that love you.
Exactly.
So you have to make sure that you have a purpose. Find that purpose. It's hard. It's tough, man. It's tough. Your purpose don't just smack you in the forehead. Like, you have to go through some trial and tribulations, and then you have to go through the ups and downs and the struggles to really understand why you're here.
It's a must.
It's a must.
You are going to go through trials and tribulations. That's what make it worthwhile. I know it may seem bleak, but like you said, the second part of the faith that plays into it entirely.
That's right.
And and I look at it, what you saying, you call your book The Theories of the 3Fs. And
no, it's the 3F theory. You got to get it right, Dre.
The 3F theory.
You can't misrepresent the man. You know what I'm talking about? Go ahead. I gotta pull my Trump. I gotta pull my Trump card.
Yeah, Trump. Yeah, no. But no, because I think and it's funny because I would tell my sons or any other young people, and I think mine was more like maybe the 3 H's. It was like stay humble, stay hungry, and have humility about yourself or whatever. And it all ties into the same thing or whatever. I always say stay humble, because no matter how good at what anything you can do, it can be just like that, taken just like that. Also, just because you good, you stay hungry, because the next one is probably doing more than what you're doing to get your spot. And just and stay humble, because that's just what we're supposed to do as not just Black people, just as human beings.
Right.
You have to be humble.
And I like that, the 3 H's.
Yeah.
And those 3 H's correlate perfectly with the 3 F's.
It correlates perfectly. And that's why I say most people with a good common sense live those lives or whatever. But then sometimes you have to be reminded of it. You know what I'm saying? And with your 3 F's or whatever, reminds me on how not only just to help someone else, but for me. You know what I'm saying? How I have to, we have to stay focused sometime or whatever, because we get comfortable. We get complacent.
Right.
And then, you doing okay, but then you want more. And then, you have to say oh, okay. Speaking, or like the old school gospel people say, you speak it into the atmosphere. Speak it out there.
We also have to pray for that we can, hold our breaths as long as you talk. All right, so listen, because you are long-winded. So listen, now let's talk about
it's my cable, man.
I can't stand this rainbow bright shirt brand.
The second phase of the 3Fs, which is what?
Faith. Now, which we've been talking about.
That's right.
If you was paying attention, prayers.
You know what I'm saying? You got to listen. So faith. Now, not everybody walks by it. Not everyone believes in it, but I'm one of those men that believe in faith. So from your perspective, tell us about faith as it relates to the book, or what the 3 tiers you're speaking of.
Well, just like you said, not everybody believe in it or, walk in it. Whether it's a belief in a higher power or themselves, there's a derivative of faith. There's no getting around it. And that faith just basically mean you believe in something that you cannot see. People get up every day and display a form of faith and not even know it. We get up every day, yawn, cut the alarm off, and then what we do? We got faith that we can roll out the bed and stand up. Because you can get out, you can roll over, stand up, and fall because your knees might go out, ankles might go out, but you have faith that you're going to be able to get up, go to the bathroom, and brush those teeth, take a shower.
Yeah.
You have faith in everything you do. We got faith when we get up, go outside, put them keys in that car and turn it.
But
got
Grant,
faith
does
it's gonna
it
stop.
hurt when you get out of bed? Does it hurt?
Hell no.
This guy here. Well, like I always tell people, the two things you disturb your faith every time you take a breath. You can't see the air, but it's there. You taking that breath.
Exactly.
And we all walked in this door, had faith that this chair was gonna support us when we sat down.
Hey.
We don't know nothing about that, so we demonstrate faith all the time or whatever. Man.
Yeah,
that's some good stuff.
It's very, very, very important because just think about it. All of those individuals who we say, let's say, this famous millionaires, billionaires, or whatever, at one point this is something that they worked on.
Mm-hmm.
This is something that they worked hard and strived for.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine if they didn't have faith that they would get there, because you're not tangibly seeing it. It's easy to see $1 million in the corner and say, okay, yeah, I'm gonna get it.
Get that.
But when you don't see it and you have to understand, it takes action and frequent action to get to it. You have to have some sort of faith that that goal is going to be reached one day.
And you can't get around some, like you say, some level of it.
Right? No, you can't. No, there's
really
no faith in anything. I mean, when you turn the corner, when you going home tonight or whatever, you having the faith that you gonna make it home safely and nothing happened. I mean, you look at the news or whatever. Some people just get in their car driving or whatever and all that stuff, and they get shot or they run into a truck or whatever the case may be. I had enough faith to get on that airplane so it can land and come back or whatever and all that stuff, and I demonstrated my faith.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So faith is. It's. I don't care if you're religious, non-religious, whatever, but you have faith. You gonna have you have that faith. Even the walk of life that we're walking, you got to have faith. Yeah. Because it's a process.
So does it hurt when you get up in the morning, get out of bed? Does it hurt?
Sometimes. But I got enough faith that pain gonna go away. I'm gonna have faith in that Tylenol that I'm gonna take.
I think Mr. Green is over there. I don't know. It don't hurt when you get out of bed.
Let me tell you something. I'm 50 years old. I'm a heterosexual man.
Yes, sir.
It don't hurt for me to get out of bed.
Okay, that's what's up.
A little sore, yeah. It don't hurt, but it's a difference.
Right.
Sore and hurt is
I guess
difference.
it's me because yesterday. Okay, yesterday we played softball, but I took some.
That's what it is.
That's what it is.
Yeah, because your hip and you move, even though you may not have slipped, but you moving around. That's probably a lot more active than what you used to do.
I'm a little overboard. I went to the doctor today.
Overweight? What you say?
I'm
what happened to your new body?
Oh, the doctor said I look good.
He just said
everything is good.
Shirt on.
But you was like, God damn, I got to get out the bed.
I told him about my hip. He said, man, he gonna send me to a specialist, and I got to look and see what's going on. Since the whole world knows I have a bum hip, I'm gonna keep y'all posted on the progress of it. You know what I mean? Because it's
what's that about your proboscis? Huh?
Yeah, my proboscis is fine. It's fine, and it works well. We'll be right back, y'all. Unos, dos, tres.
It's more than radio.
We'll be right back with our special guest, Pierre Dean, y'all.
What up, y'all? This is your best lady friend, Miss Coco. Be sure to tune in with myself and James Acting Up every Sunday night, 6 to 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. The show is called The Honest Hours, right here on My Radio Chicago, where it is more than radio. Also, this is a Support District Network station, so tune in. Download us on Roku. Peace.
Hello?
Going well.
Stoney, what's good, my boy?
Gordon, you good, my boy?
You know, another year, what's the word?
You know what it is. Denims, boy.
Denims. Hold on. That's Blizz on the other line. Hello?
Yo, Easy O'Hare, what's up, bud?
What up, my boy? What's the word?
Dinner. Oh, this that girl Olivia. Let me take over. Liv, what's happening?
Can I finish recording now? Turn it up. You heard it. When it comes to fashion, it's one word, one name, one spot. Denims, 4035 West 175th Street in Country Club Hills. Open 7 days a week with the latest styles by Miri, Gallery Department, Babe, Anti-Social Club, Chrome Hearts, and more. Pull up or give them a call at 708-960-4942. That's 708-960-4942 and follow them on all social media platforms.
So let me get this straight. They're giving you 1 hour of Chicago music by Chicago artists in Chicago on a so-called Chicago radio station? That's cute. Cut the cap. Come where the real support is. My Radio Chicago, a support district radio network station where we play the home team and underground music all day, all night. It just doesn't stop. 24/7, 365. Just log on to supportdistrictradio.com. Download the app or even check us out on Roku. Do it now and stop selling for the mediocre.
You are listening to Smooth Sailing with AJ Sand, the show for Generation X on My Radio Chicago.
I've always told you I give anything. My baby, you've been my only friend. There's nothing like the joy you bring. I wonder what would happen if you would trust in me. I'd make you believe, I'd make you see. No need to run from me. I'll make you feel like never before. Here I stand, hand in hand, help me find the door. Anybody can see, baby, you've been hurt before. Let me heal your pain. Won't ever hurt no more. Whatever it takes to make you happy, baby. Whatever it takes to make you smile. Whatever it takes to make you feel good, baby. I'll be around. One moment spent near you moves on my pain. Your miracle soon. I can remember stories, those things my mother said. She told me fairy tales before I went to bed. She spoke of the happy endings, then tucked me in real tight. She turned my night light on and kissed kiss my face goodnight, my mind was filled with visions of perfect paradise. She told me everything. She said he'd be so nice. He'd ride up on his horse and take me away one night. I'd be so happy with him. We ride from out of sight. She never said that we would curse, cry, and scream and lie. She never said that maybe someday he'd say goodbye. The story ends, the story's true. Reality steps into view. No longer living life in paradise or fairy tale. She spoke about a happy endings of stories not like this. She said you'd slay all dragons, defeat the evil prince. She said you'd come to save me, swim through the stormy seas. I'd understand the story, it would be good for me. You never came to save me, you let me stand alone. Out in the wilderness, alone in the dark. My story ends, the story's blue. Reality steps into view. No longer living life in paradise, no fairy tale. Yes. Don't look up high up in the sky, baby. Need reality now tonight. Don't feel the need to be passed by. Don't touch fire.
That's just feel good music.
That's
man. Welcome back to Smooth Sailing with AJ Sand, the show for Generation X, right here on My Radio Chicago. That's on the Support District Radio Network, where it is more than radio.
Yes, sir.
Wow, we are inside our show with our special guest, Pierre Dean.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Dean. So you know how we do it. We stay on track. Thank you for keeping us on track, VP.
Somebody got to do it.
Keep around here, man.
Somebody got to do it.
You know what I'm saying? So
you ain't.
Well,
I mean,
they said over the weekend this was supposed to be the last weekend of the summer, and everybody was outside. It was a beautiful weekend. I'm telling you, it was just awesome. We had a high today of 83, and I'm sorry, today's weather is brought to you by what?
Wiggin' and Weaving.
Wiggin' and Weaving and
Sunny's.
Over there on 69th.
In Calumet.
Thank you, sir. All right, now, again, we had a high of 83, man. It touched at some point 83. Just beautiful. Just beautiful today. I mean, tomorrow we're going to have another high of 82, low of 63. Wednesday, another high of 80, low 67. We'll get some rain on Thursday with a little bit lower temperature of 73. Right now, it is 77 degrees.
Yep, the last of the. I think we're gonna get one more weekend like this.
I think so, man.
Before November.
We hope so.
Yeah, we hope so. We're gonna get another.
Listen, don't forget, y'all, 1027, the biggest birthday fundraiser that's gonna happen. Yes, the Mental Health Awareness Initiative is hosting its first annual birthday fundraiser brought to you by MHAI. That'll be the 27th at what's the name of the place? Dre Jeff, he's supposed to have me. He's supposed to have my
83rd, 82nd and Cicero.
82nd and Cicero. It's called Heavenly Beginnings or something like that.
Yes, Heavenly Beginnings.
I'm not sure it's that, but that's where it's gonna be. You're supposed to have this up, man. So Clayton gonna get on me about that. But don't forget, y'all, 1027. That's going to be the biggest. When I tell you the biggest, everybody, I need everybody to, if you don't show up, just donate to a beautiful cause. He's all about helping these young people, because that's what, believe it or not, that's our future. You know, Generation X is we getting up there, y'all. And believe it or not, the millennials are the future. So don't forget.
That's called Heavenly Occasions,
8238
South Cicero in Burbank.
That's right. And it's a Wiz theme, y'all. So it's a costume party as well. So if you don't wear a costume, which we suggest you could wear something green.
Oh,
yellow,
you gonna win? You got
green,
yours
yellow,
on.
or
You got yours on already. You tried to
green.
win already.
You know what I'm saying? 1027. That badge is that's gonna be awesome. You can get your tickets on Eventbrite, $50 donation. All right, man. Sports with Mo Green.
Bum 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 bum.
He already shaking his head.
He don't know what to do over there. And he switched.
Oh,
He got his readers on, ladies and gentlemen.
And they kind of cool too.
I was just gonna compliment him on his glasses, man. You know what I'm saying?
I'll take you later, man. Right now.
Hey, mad at the Bears.
All right, so let's go.
Let's go, man. Baseball is over.
Look at it, man. We're going to start off with sports. Yesterday, it wasn't too good for the Cubs or the White Sox. The only bright spot is the White Sox in their last 5 games, they went 4-1. Come on, Drake, the fake clap. Come on.
You got to do the fake clap.
I ain't clapping for them. Why I gotta clap for them?
What you mad at, man?
That's why
He said,
that's why I led on first with the White Sox. In the last 5 games, they went 4-1. Unfortunately, that one was a loss yesterday to San Diego. But hey, the good thing about it, they went to extra innings. They won 11 innings and they lost 2-1.
They wasn't ready to end
So
their
they
season.
went out on a good note. On the other hand, with that loss, well, they stayed in 4th place, but that gave them their 101st loss of the season.
Who lost 100 games?
The White Sox. So that record
That's a shame.
was 61 and 101. 40 games under 500.
Wow.
So now
Is that a record? No,
not yet.
No.
So let's turn to the north side.
Not yet.
Well, the north side, they traveled up to Milwaukee and they got blanked yesterday 4-0. And on that, they continued to stay in 2nd place. And with that loss, that dropped them to 83 and 79. And in their last 5 games, they were 1-4. So with that being said, thank God Chicago baseball is over.
Yeah, thank goodness.
So now we're gonna go to the WNBA. As you see, I'm leading off with everybody who's out of the playoffs, ain't gonna make it to the playoffs, and that's gonna be in the next story. So with that being said, the WNBA, as we know, our Chicago Sky, they got swept by the Las Vegas Aces.
You don't even know how to say it. That's messed up, man.
Yeah.
Go ahead, man.
Yeah, because you seen that girl Asia Wilson over there? Yes,
And it's okay for us to talk. We like women. We can love how they look. I don't want. They said, yes, we like how women look. Go ahead, man.
Yeah. So with that being said, they got swept 2-0. So starting Sunday, 10-8, it is the WNBA Finals, and it is the New York Liberty taking on the Las Vegas Aces at 2 p.m.
Yeah, that was in destiny.
Yeah,
that was destiny.
Yeah, I think that's going to be a good series, but I'm going with my girls from Las Vegas.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go with them too.
Before we get to the NFL, we're going to jump right to the HBCU. Shout out to my man, Lawrence and Gent.
Yes.
Grambling State, they won 35-20 against Prairie View A&M.
And Gent watches the show.
Yes.
Yes, my man.
That's why I mentioned Grambling State.
Yes.
And North Carolina Central, they went into overtime and they beat Campbell 48-49.
That's what's up.
So now, with that being said, before I get to them sorry Chicago Bears, I want to shout out to our alma mater, Chicago Vocational.
Yes.
And to our man over there, Craig Brown.
Which will be on the show soon.
Yes.
The Cavaliers are currently 5-1 with their last victory coming, I believe, last Thursday. Yes, against Corliss. The score is 28-22. And anyone who can attend the last game of the season, which is 10-12, is CVS Homecoming. It is at 3:45, and I believe it is at Gately Stadium. I will keep you guys posted. So now, with that being said, well, hold on before we get to them Bears. What about Jimmy Butler? We're going to get on to the Bears. I'm going to leave it there.
No, we got to go to the Lenore Ryan Bears.
No, talk about the Bears, and we're gonna spend a little bit of time on Jimmy Butler because I got a lot of feedback about
So Chicago Bears.
Jimmy Butler.
Like I mentioned, anybody, and for those, I am a Chicago Bears fan. But if you see, this is October, and this is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So with that being said, that's why I have the pink on and my pink shorts, and I am representing my granddaughter Kamora's shirt because today is also her 2nd birthday, October 2nd. So shout out to my granddaughter Kamora.
Nice.
I love you, sweetie. And I'll be
Yes.
to see you later.
Yes, indeed.
So with that being said, now let's get on to these Bears. As we all know, yesterday they lost 31-28. It was a close game, but it was lost by the coaches. I don't want to hear nothing about Justin Fields. He did his part. He had a career game. With that being said, Uberflus, he got to go. Whatever the hell his name is, he got to go.
No, you got to say his name.
Man, Uberflus. You really don't know what I want to call him. Uberflus
No,
has to go.
be
He has
nice.
to go. You had a chance to go up 31-28.
So I heard they had the lead at halftime.
No,
The
he
Bears.
was up that. We talking about the last 5 minutes of the game.
Oh no.
when it was important.
Right. He had a chance to go up and kick a field goal. It was 4th and 1. He said, "Well, the way we was running, running the ball, we could have did this. Got that, but he was in a shotgun. You need 1 yard. Why in the hell is you in a shotgun?
Yeah, that was
One yard.
1 yard in a shotgun.
So
with that being said, that's why the analytics, y'all can kiss my. But anyway,
Everything.
come on, man, take the points.
Be nice.
So, in all fairness, what that said to me is, and with him being the defensive coach, he didn't have faith in his defense. He didn't have faith in his defense because you could have kicked that field goal, even if you would have came down, and which they did, kick the field goal. You see what I'm saying? You would have tied the game, or you could at least win in overtime.
That's right.
Yeah.
So now, with that being said, okay, go ahead.
So I've been getting a lot of hits about this Jimmy Butler thing, and first of all, let's be clear, okay? Ain't nobody tripping about who he is.
No, we're not.
We tripping, but we ain't tripping. We tripping, but we ain't tripping. The hairdo is what I'm tripping on, right? Why do you have to get it like that? At first, it was in braids. It was nice. Then he was doing the thuggish thing for a little while. Then he's turned to the straight. Somebody put the internet is mean, by the way, y'all.
Very
Remember
mean.
Jermaine
Stewart.
You don't have
Jermaine Stewart. Yeah, that's what he looked like.
Clothes off. So he put a picture of Jermaine Stewart and Jimmy Butler. I mean, maybe he's just doing that, like you say, to stay relevant, Drake.
Yeah, man.
But it's a lot you can do to stay relevant.
Yeah, I don't know about the perm.
Yeah, I don't know about the perm.
It's
You know what
suspect.
I'm saying? That's kind of, but again, to each his own. We don't care. We ain't tripping about that. It's just funny because he did that so people can have these types of conversations. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is.
Anybody have anything to say about Pierre? Miss Pierre, you're a sports fan. What you got to say about the Bears? Anything?
I'm gonna tell you like this.
Come on, true Bears fan, y'all. True Bears fan.
I don't think with the games they've been having, and to have such a lead and look so promising.
Yeah,
thought they was gonna win.
And I don't even remember what I ended up doing, but I had to stop watching the game. All to hear the Bears lost. I say, wait a minute, what?
Yeah, yeah.
How?
Yeah, like the last 4
Like how do
minutes
you?
of the game.
How are you so? You look so well. Execute.
The coach.
And then you just fumble
Mm-hmm.
the game.
That
Not the ball, the game.
Right.
Well, see, the thing about it is when I looked at it, they didn't play to win. They started playing conservative because they was up. And now I always learned if you up or down, you play hard and see what happens and all that stuff. You doing things, of course. Yeah, you should have kicked the field goal. You never leave no points on the table. Leave no points on the table. You couldn't get to 7, get to 3. You don't leave points on the table. This defense looks so disarray. They arguing with each other because of bad plays instead of just throwing it out their head and all this.
I'm going to give you a stat. And I listened to a radio station on 8.
Mm-hmm.
The streak that the Bears are on, they're 14.
Yeah.
In the 14 losses, the defense, this is the first time, not in team, this is the first time in NFL history when a team has lost 14 games where the defense has given up 25 points.
Yeah, well, they're definitely the bad news Bears, but there are Bears.
In the history of the NFL,
and we can talk about
this is the first team 14 games in a row where the defense has given up 25 points.
Yeah, there's a lot of people who are passionate like yourself, sir.
But you know what? But
I don't want no trouble, man. You ain't gotta be pointing at me.
But see,
why you pointing at me? I don't know.
But see, this is the thing. The thing that I like, y'all got rid of Lovey. Lovey's 10-6. You got them in there. Y'all ain't did jack.
There you go.
We should have had him now.
I know we ain't gonna get Mike Tomlin, but I think
he's not even on the
Kevin Warren.
Wait. Mike Tomlin.
I'm just saying we need somebody
like him.
Mike Tomlin.
Oh, okay, I got you. I got you.
So please, let's give us a shot.
Yeah, give us a shot.
I think we can do better.
All right,
and he's a defensive-minded coach. So now, before we come up out of here,
yep, Because we got one.
I was finna end it. My bad.
Okay, no. We have an announcement here. Nephew, the son of Dre Jeff. He had an outstanding game, and Lenore Ryan Bears won 56-3.
That's right.
And on defense, he had one solo, he had 2 assisted tackles for a total of 3. He had 1 solo tackle for a loss. He had 1 tackle for a loss on the sit for assisted, and he had that tackle for a loss was 7 yards. So good game all around, nephew. Keep doing y'all thing. Lenore Ryan Bears. Let's go. Dre, next time you go down there, hey, get that team, come back to Chicago and put them down.
I was trying to get them on the plane, bro. I was trying to get them on the plane, man. For real talk.
Sports brought to you by MHAI. Don't forget, y'all, on the 27th of October, the Wiz Gone Wild. Again, brought to you by MHAI. That's Friday, October 27th, the Wiz Gone Wild. Now, we want y'all to come in costume. But if you don't, you can wear red, black, or green. Celebrating his 31 years of service. $50 donation. It's a birthday fundraiser. It's going to a great cause. Don't forget, October 27th. Over there at Heavenly Occasions, 8238 South Cicero. You got DJ Miles Sauce, DJ Big Will, and DJ Beach, y'all. It's going to be something. I think I'm going to come as the Scarecrow. Mike did it.
Yeah, Mike was 6 foot tall.
You know, see, hater.
We represent the lollipop kill.
Yes, as he plays Monopoly at work. That's a fine, sir. All right, back to our guest. Pierre Dean, Arthur Pierre Dean. Go ahead, man.
Before we go any further, it's a 2-part question I'd like to ask.
Okay, Mr. Dean.
Yes, sir. Mr. Dean. Okay, Mr. Dean. Yes, because we've been speaking about the book that you're coming out, that you've been Arthur, but also seeing that you have something else that you do. And me being a heterosexual man, and I partake in some of the actions that you do. But bruh, what the hell made you go into a cleaning service? And what type of cleaning service? No, I'm just messing with. No, it's a good thing because I like to clean myself. When I saw it, I'm like, wow, that's what I said I wanted to talk to you about. Yeah, that's what's up. So what made you get into that? You just had your hands in a couple of things, and I was just wondering you. Then, okay, that's the first part. I'll let you answer that. Then the other part is about the homeless, because we spoke off air. Then I'm just you, going back into faith, how that tied into where you at now. Because come from homeless where you at now, that's remarkable.
That is. That's good stuff.
Well, for the first question, it's funny because at the time I was actually selling cars. I was working at a dealership in Joliet.
Okay. I used to sell cars.
And we would come in all the time, and it's like, did they clean anything? Like, it was keyboards are dusty, desks are, trashed.
Okay.
The break room is horrible. The trash cans aren't right, and it's just like a real shoddy job. Okay. They would come every day. We would see them, except for the weekends. But Monday through Friday, they were there.
Okay.
So just jokingly one day, I was asking the general manager, I was like, do they even clean? And she was like, they clean. You see them here? And I was like, man, I don't know what y'all paying them, but I might have to make a cleaning company and clean it myself.
Right.
So she's like, hey, if you do it, we could talk about getting you the contract. So I was like, whatever.
And how long ago was this?
This was 2 years ago.
Wow.
Okay. And the next time, it was in the back of my mind. I didn't take it too serious at first. And then I remember I was working on a car deal, and the owner, one of the owners was in there at the counter with me and another salesperson. And he was complaining about the company that was there to do the plumbing. And he has two dealerships. They were taking care of that dealership, and he wanted them to take care of the other dealership. But the communication was bad. No one was coming out to do the estimate. Or not the estimate, but the surveying of the work that they had to do, just real bad. So, he's a real hothead. He don't play no games. He was like, you know what? He cursed him out, kicked him out, and then he came to the county. He's like, look, tell you guys this once and one time only. The money is in service. Yeah. And he said, but you don't do it for the money. You do it for the service, and the money will come. He was like, these guys here, they already took care of this store. I was giving them a $5 million contract. And they blew it. And he was like, just imagine the conversation. That guy have to go home and tell his wife now that you just lost a $5 million contract.
Divorce.
Because you didn't want to do follow-ups and answer the phone. And I was like, wow. So it started out as just me doing residential and, you know, getting my feet wet with that. And it's like, okay, well, it's time to get into the commercial and start doing some offices. So now I'm in the process of expanding and doing carpet cleaning and stuff like that and adding other services to it. But that's how it all got started. That's how it all got started. Now
I'm sorry.
As far as the second part, you know, the faith part. It was several times that within I wanted to give up.
And that's why I wanted to ask you about, like I spoke to you all. I wasn't so much homeless, but I was in a hotel. Like you said, it was me, my girl, and my son.
Hey man, talking to the mic.
Oh, my fault. For about like a month. For like a month.
Leave,
My bad.
man.
Like I said,
This guy playing with his. He don't know what he's doing.
Mine is broke.
Is it broke, man?
Yeah. You broke my shit?
No.
It switched?
Yeah. No, I didn't, man. This is my
So no,
go
I was
ahead.
saying, it was like I said, I'm very big on faith, and that's what got me through that time. And like I said, at that time, bro, I was working 2 jobs. So like you, I was driving home one day, and I'm like, some got to give. I'm working 2 jobs. How in the hell am I coming home to a hotel?
Yeah.
And like you said, I said, God, if you just get me out this situation, I'll never get back here again. And thank God he had, but like I said, it was my faith. I get up. That was probably about the most I prayed. I made about 2-3 times before I left the room. You see what I'm saying? So like I said,
we do
for
pray,
you,
ladies.
Yeah. So just for you, I just like I said, just to the audience and everybody that's listening, how your faith kept you resilient to where you are now. And how just what kept you going. I know it's your faith, but just go into detail, because like you said, it's when you look at your children and you have like, man, how am I here? You feel less of a man. But that's what heterosexual men do. We take it in, process, and then we move forward to be better. So like I said, I just want your input on that.
Well, the biggest thing with that is just I had a constant reminder every day. Not only a constant reminder every day of where I was, but also a constant reminder of where I needed to be. So just imagine, like you said, you had 2 jobs. You know, at the time I wasn't working. So we spent about a month just like pretty much parking wherever, having a place to, you know, park and then go to sleep, wake up, get the day started. And then we kind of like found our place in Long Beach. And like I said, that's how I fell in love with Long Beach. But then Ontario, California is actually where I ended up working as a manager at Lids.
Okay.
And for the first month, you know, I'm like 10 minutes away at this empty lot. We'll park, go to sleep. We had a cooler in there, wake up, come back to the mall. McDonald's is open super early. So we would go in McDonald's, everybody take turns, wash up, brush teeth or whatever, get back in the car, peanut butter and jelly or whatever the case may be we needed to eat.
Right.
I have a backpack, the mall open or right before I needed to go to work. I'm going in, employees restroom, put my uniform on, go to work.
Okay.
And what kept me going in that aspect is having an understanding of it could be worse.
Mm-hmm.
Because even during that time, I'm helping people. I ran into other homeless people, and they asking, and I'm helping.
Okay.
Oh, can you spare this? Take a case of water. You know, take this. If I had some money, I would give it to them. And then even understanding that, like, man, it could be worse.
Mm-hmm.
It could be worse. Even the people at my job, besides my district manager who hired me, no one knew that I was homeless until they actually started really paying attention.
And I was about to say, I'm not gonna say you hid it well, but about 4 to 6 people out of talked to was home. They said a lot of people didn't even know.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wow. And that so I'm not saying you can fool them. I mean, then just to say that you can get to where you need to be. If you can, I'm not so fool, but you can just go through life thinking a person not knowing you homeless.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. And it's not the fact, and that's the most important part I want people to understand. It's not the fact of hiding it, it's the fact of not allowing it to take you down.
Okay.
Because like I said, I'm sitting there managing people and, you know, training people, and the whole time they don't even know. And I remember having a conversation with one of my assistant managers, and I was just candid with her and told her, like, I'm homeless. She'd be like, whatever.
Right.
I was like, just really think about it. I come in with my backpack. You want me to open it up, show it? This is what I'm putting on when I get off. Whatever. You finna go play ball or something. I'm like, nah. I was like, haven't you noticed that every single day my family come in and then we go have food in the food court? Should my kids be in school?
Mm-hmm.
Wow,
Then she started thinking and processing like, man. And then right then they walked in. We went to go have lunch. Came back and they would sit in the van while I'm at work on whatever entertainment they had.
So talk about that third tier. That
The third
tier.
F.
Now we got, what was the first one?
Frequent.
Action,
Mm-hmm.
faith,
and then now
focus.
Now focus is that third one. Now talk to us about that, man.
Oh,
Because
man.
what you're saying is you were focused, right? You had a family you had to take care of. You had things to do, man. Expound on that.
Man, the focus, I could just use that same concept. So the focus was just being better. Now, just imagine I got hired, and it's crazy. I got hired in August of I think it was like 2012. And then I worked like crazy. Like the district manager was just amazed. I got hired in 2012 and I got fired in August of 2013.
Oh,
and a lot of people will hear that like, man, you got fired. Like, I got fired because of a technicality. Because me coming from Chicago, I didn't know the rules and regulations out there when it came to breaks and stuff. So I got dinged from a previous manager. The company still took care of me though, because they had to do what they had to do because they were getting sued because the person wasn't getting their lunches when they were supposed to. But I had no idea. I wasn't trained on it. I didn't know about California law at the time. However, the point of that part of the story is that because of my focus, from August 2012 to August 13, I went from starting as a manager in training because I had manager experience. So I went from manager in training to being in the district manager program. So if I didn't get fired, I was soon to be a district manager in 1 year. And my district manager said, no one has ever done that. He had been in the business for 20 years. No one has ever done that. So I went from assistant manager. A month later, I had my own store. 3 months later, I got promoted to a busier store. Then 4 months later, I got hired, well, not hired, but promoted to the store I started in, which was like one of the top stores in the district, like number 3 in the district. It's a $4 million store. And not only that, I was actually hiring, training, and recruiting for the district.
Nice.
So I did all of that because I was focused. Like I made sure that I knew as much as I could about the company, knew as much as I could about, the material, the product, the sizes, all of that. I made sure I knew as much as I could so I can excel. And I stayed focused on it. I didn't break my stride.
Okay.
I didn't let nothing distract me.
How do people get in touch with you, man? Or do you want that?
Oh man.
Because folks will be coming at you. Especially the ladies.
I'm on all social media, Mr. PM Dean. I'm pretty much on every platform.
Yeah.
I just got on what is it? Clubhouse. I just got on Clubhouse. So
now, what is that? That's something new to your man AJ saying. What is that?
Well,
What is Clubhouse?
Clubhouse is kind of like it's like a over the phone podcast. Really, you can have people chime into conversations, and then you have a conversation. I would put it this way: it's like a audio Zoom.
Okay.
That's pretty much what it is.
All right.
And you can have conversation. People can comment and chime
Like back in the day, we
like
used
that.
to remember it was call waiting. Hold on, I'm gonna call Dre Jeff, and you gotta call.
It was three-way.
It was three-way. You gotta call.
Mhm.
So at the end of the day, you can have like 10, 12 people on the line, but this is a little bit more technical.
Until the phone bill came in and mama bust your head.
That's messed up, man.
But
We
yeah,
can't
you
even talk
can
about
find me on pretty much everything. I'm most frequently on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok, but it's all the same, Mr. PM Dean. The website will be up Friday, pierredean.com. So that's another way of reaching me and contacting me.
pierredean.com. All right, Dre Jeff. So I'm gonna quiz you. I ain't gonna quiz you, man. I'm gonna quiz the people. Right? See, they seem to don't understand that we give away money on our show, right? Like for real money.
For real
All right.
money.
So in a couple of weeks, we're gonna have a little quiz question about tonight's show.
Tonight's show.
You better give us one of those 3 F's. What is it, Dre Jeff?
Frequent action, faith, focus.
My man, that's what's up, man. Frequent action, faith, focus. We're gonna ask a question in about 2 weeks. We want you to get the question right about answer right to about this tonight's show, because my man's author Pierre Dean is that book is when is that book scheduled for release?
October 14th.
Yeah, and now it'll be on Amazon only.
Amazon.com, Pierre.com, and 3ftheory.com.
So we definitely gonna get that book.
We're gonna get that
for sure.
For sure. So what's on the horizon for Mr. P. Dean after the book? You know?
So after the book, of course, is promo and marketing.
We got you on that.
However, it's another endeavor that I'm working on. It's a show / podcast.
Oh yeah.
Toast and Ash.
Yes.
Coming real soon.
Wait for that. We're gonna be a part of that, right?
Yes.
You smoke cigars, my boy? No, it took you too long to answer.
Tune in to find out.
I don't mean the ones you cut open and
See, those are pretty cool. All right, so that's coming up.
Yes, it's coming up.
I cannot wait.
Stay tuned for that because AJ Sand and the crew will be on the show, and it's gonna be live.
Get your hat game ready, fellas.
Oh, I got my hat.
You got your hat? Hats.
I got my hats.
Okay. All right. Anybody want to shout out my brother?
Man, I want to shout out to to everybody.
Yeah.
I don't want to leave anybody out, but I want to definitely shout out to everybody, especially those, that are out here and really trying to find their way. Shout out to you all because you're pushing through. Don't stop. Stay focused. Stay positive. Focus on those 3 F's.
That's right.
Frequent action, faith, and focus.
All right. That's what's happening, man. All right. So we having fun. Even this type of, was this intense? It was one of them shows.
It was laid back.
It was one of them laid back shows where you got.
You still was Trump action, you still acting like Trump.
I got to pull him a Trump card. And did you know that the Speaker of the House has more power than the Vice President?
He ain't watching none of his Schoolhouse Rock. He would have known that.
I've said that twice.
Not the Schoolhouse Rock.
You better beware, sir. All right, man. Hey, who you want to shout out? This is the end of the show. We got shouts out.
Yes, sir. Of course, the 7 Gs, my 3 granddaughters, especially to Kamora Caitlin. Today is her birthday. Happy second birthday, baby.
Happy birthday.
My mother, my sister, my niece, my nephew. My baby Rashonda, she's doing a little bit better. She's not doing too well. We got to go take care of some business. I'll be home in a minute, sweetie. And just a quick reminder, it's a couple of notes that I forgot early in the show. This is not sports related. This is my Speaker of the House duty. I won't take too long. With this, as we all know, back in June 29th, July the 2nd, it was a disaster recovery that happened in Dalton. So with that being said, they opened up a shelter. I mean, not a shelter, it's a disaster recovery center. It's in Dalton, Illinois, and it's open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. So I'll just letting you guys know. And then also they open up one it's on the west side, but it's in Maywood. I believe it's in the Maywood Library, 9th District. But you can go on the website and look, and that is for the disaster that was the flood, and I believe in like Cicero and the rest of them. So that's the Speaker of the House moment. So let's go on with the show. And
Mr. Dean, did you have a good time, man?
Man, I had an excellent time.
That's what's up, man.
Excellent time.
Well, you family now, man.
Oh, man.
We getting toasted ash and all that stuff or whatever. So
I can't wait for that.
Yeah, so we in your life, man. So I'm there anyway. But
who you want to shout out, man? Damn, you got long. I'm sorry. What you saying?
Stand this dude, man. I can't. But
Get him.
Can't stand.
If you don't know who Kim is the lovely wife of Dre Jeff. That's why I always shout out Kim, because you gotta do something about him. Go ahead, man.
Anyway, whatever, man. Shout out to God, man, for making this all possible, so I can have the faith to get up and do what I do or whatever. Shout out to the fans. Without you is no us. Shout out to my family, my wife, my children, my mom and dad. My dad, he's gone, but shout out to him for making me, my brothers. Lil Dre, we watching you, man. You're doing good things, man. We coming back down there. We coming back down there. Keep doing your things. Have those 3 F's and keep going on, man. Shout out to you, AJ, with your bum. With your smooth.
I feel the love.
You know, shout out to you, man.
Catch him in the
love my shirt.
For giving the man a chance, man. You know, and it's been a blessing the whole time, man. The 3 years now, man. It's been a blessing.
It's been 3 years.
It's been 3 years, man.
Wow, that's what's up, man.
Yeah.
Jeff.
So, you know, thank you, man. I appreciate you.
Of course, man. Shout out to everybody. You know, you all have been listening to us since day one. You know, this is 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
I've been on radio 5 years. Now we're TV radio, podcasting around here.
Yes, sir.
Glad to have the additions of Mo Green and Dre Jeff. Shout out to our special guest, Mr. Pierre Dean, author Pierre Dean in the house. So shout out to you all, the friends, our family that watches. We love you so much. Please continue to watch us. We got some stuff coming up. We're giving away more money, more stuff, more tickets to stuff.
Yes, sir.
All of this is going to be happening. And we're going to make a change in our job real soon. I can't wait.
Look out for the first of the year. That's all I'm giving you.
And I got to get a shout out to my man's Michael St. Clair.
Mike St. Clair with the good thing.
I'm telling you, in the house or something.
I know you listening. I know you watching.
Oh, yeah,
yes, sir.
Watching.
Oh, yes,
all right,
sir.
y'all. Next week is Teron Clayton. We're going to promote this party, right?
Okay.
1027, the Wiz Gone Wild, brought to you by the Male Health Awareness Initiative. This is the event fundraiser, Friday, October 27th.
We got to deal with him next week.
Yes, we got to deal with him, the Male Health Awareness Initiative. Yes, y'all. 8238 South Cicero at Heavenly Occasions. That's what that party's gonna be, man.
Oh, yeah, most definitely.
I'm telling you, come dress Wiz. Now, if you don't do the Wiz, do something red, green, or yellow.
You can come as Dorothy.
That's funny. I do have a couple of dashikis I'm gonna get on. I might do something like that. All right, y'all. 1, 2, 3.
It's more than radio.
See y'all next week. Peace.
Peace.
Thank you, Pierre Dean.
Thank you.